For Biafra must be restored, for there is nothing the enemies can do about it. We have come that the will of the Most High may prevail. Radio Biafra is unorthodox. The way we do things are markedly different from how others do it. We are under divine instruction. We have come that IKECHUKWU may take control of these very proceedings this evening, for we are nothing without him. O Elohim, unto thee we repose all that we are. Do not allow your children, IPOB, to be put to shame. Do not allow us to be devoured by the hands of the wicked. Do not allow us, O mighty one, to fall prey to those who do not know thee. You will deliver us, not because we are righteous, but because of your mercy. Hear our cry and our supplication. We are not armed. We have not killed anyone. We have not jailed anyone. We have not done anything at all to warrant the level of destruction and carnage being visited upon your children. The same way Israel suffered, so is Biafra suffering today. And if Elohim can deliver Israel, so will you deliver Biafra. That is our hope. That is our anchor of everything that we hold dear as a race and as a people. You brought Biafra that light may come into Africa. You gave us hope because we are in a continent of hopelessness. And by thy grace, Biafra shall be restored. We shall be resurrected. We shall crown our efforts with the glory by the grace of the Most High himself. We are not strong. We do not pretend to be strong. All we do is to submit ourselves to your will, that your will may be done upon our lives. We have lost many people. We have lost so many good people. Their sacrifice will never be forgotten. We shall honor them, and for their sake Biafra will come. Israel lost people, and today Israel is here as a beacon of hope in a land filled with darkness. We beseech thee, Elohim, because we are wandering all over the world, hoping against every hope that things will turn around for the better. It has never turned around for the better. Instead, it is getting worse. Please do not abandon your children. You have given us a commission, and we must accomplish it in our lifetime. We have come to honor your holy name. We have come to praise thee. We have come to honor thee, that your name may be glorified, adored, and praised forever and ever. Ise, Ise, Ise. I welcome each and every one of you, wherever you are all over the world, and I ask
Ọ bụ na egwu asịrị. Ụmụaka nọkọtabụlụ na sele, ụmụ ibezelu kene na sili, ewo na sili erika. Asili ụmụ ibe na sili, ewo na sili erika. Asili ụmụ ụwa na sili, ewo na sili ajọka. Nwoke nọkọtabụlụ na sele, ụmụ nwanyị zụkọtabụlụ na sele, ụmụaka nọkọtabụlụ na sili, ewo na sili erika. na-akọwa na asili erika n'ụwa. Ife asili na-eme ebuka. Lokenenu ka ọ nọ yisifu anyị mana asili patafu nsogbu abata. Lokenenu ka nwanne na nwanne sifu ebi n'udo mana asili patafu nkewa abata. Lozienu ka di na nwunye sifu ebi n'udo n'ezinụlọ fa mana asili patafu ezinụlọ fa ekewa. Ya bụ ka anyị zelukene na asili maka na asili na-emebi ife.
Be sure to register your copy of SAM at www.spatialaudio.com. You'll feel warm and squishy inside once you do.
Yes. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, depending on your time zone. This is Biafra, the Biafra Alpha Power Media. Just give me a minute. This evening, one second, I got echoes of my voice. I need to sort this out in a sec. 1 minute.
Asiline poso podo, umi bezelukene nasile. Asiline poso podo, umi bezelukene nasile. Asiline ke wangwane na ngwane, asiline pose sinuno, asiline ke wainoi. Umi bezelukene nasile, oh ewo nasile rika.
Sorry for that disruption. I just needed to turn up whatever that he was giving me a feedback. Yes, my name's Mazi IKECHUKWU. I reside here in United Kingdom, and this is Biafra Power Alpha Media. And as I welcome you, and I indulge you to welcome others, today is the 27th days of October, year of our Lord 2023, and we're reaching you out from United Kingdom, North London to be precise. This evening, regardless whatever enemy might think, first of all, I need to acknowledge the landslide victory from our special counsel, Barrister Lawyer Jimako, which our eminent barrister Honora is coming tonight to do justice to that. I'm going to let him handle that particular because it has to do with barristers. So I will give him that. He's coming on air in a 9:30 to be precise on Biafra Radio, with our app. This is Alpha Power Media, so don't mistake it. This is a different platform from Biafra Radio. So Mazi Honor is coming on air in another 1 hour. So lay things to bear concerning the last slide. IPOB, it was concocted and it's illegal. But those that ought to know better ignored it. It cost us life. That is one of the reasons why Kenya concocted what they concocted and kidnapped our leader, because they domesticated the terrorist tag on IPOB in the zoo, and those that are allies. Some of you don't understand how the world of politics plays. Not being in your backyard, I'm talking. Like I said, I will let Barrister Honora deal with this issue. But before I go forward this evening, the main thing we came here today is this. Like I said, we are all in all our Facebook platform, Biafra Alpha Power Media and UK Media, and as well, we simultaneously broadcasting through the YouTube and allowed us to broadcast through Biafra Radio Facebook page only, just to be avoidance of that. Those that will seeing us screaming from there. It was a privilege, and we obliged to that. Now, what I want to let you guys understand is that the enemy fought because they have written off our leader. I will say something here tonight. What is happening today is not different from what happened in 2015. But the difference between now and 2015 is because the enemy within them, they could not penetrate within IPOB because there was a barrier. But this time has to happen because without this, we don't know where we're going to go. Our leader is being locked up almost 27 months now and counting. It's for a reason. And I don't think he's stupid. He's the one holding his freedom. If you want to come out today, he will be out. Now, our leader has never for one day asked who sold him. And there's something I want to make emphatically here. In the course, even me, myself, I'm a coordinator, a zonal coordinator. I've had people come to me complaining, George, those that sold Onyendu. I know so many of my members that were backed out because they said those that sold Onyendu are the same people. We said we don't know. We cannot accuse people falsely because all of us are under oath. But guess one thing, our leader is alive. And if Onyendu concerns about who sold him, that is one thing he should have said in the court. Or maybe that's what agenda you'll be pushing. Our leader never said it. And I want to say one thing tonight. Even Kanu, none of Onyendu's sibling has ever pointed finger on anybody. Because I remember one of the interview he diligently granted the drug addict in South Africa. In that particular interview, the guy asked him, who are those that sold Onyendu? I remember Kanu saying it, that he don't know and he doesn't want to comment on that because our leader is still alive. Now, the people that were supposed to be pushing to release Onyendu, they're telling you about who sold our leader. They said this over time, we'll never budge. But I want to tell you, Biafran, tonight that this is the stroke of it. And now the evidence have shown who those who sold Onyendu, even they give us figure. I want to tell you that the world we are living, a lot of people has been in prison today because of what they said in social media. Social media does not go away. As long as you speak it on social media, you might delete it from your page, but it's never gone away because as you're saying it, there's people that are listening to what they are saying, and people have already downloaded that particular assertion you have made. And there's evidence against you in a court of law. Now, I want to bring you for a very significant thing before I go forward. I don't know who this guy is, but you see, China Sanworu, the devil. You know, when I started talking about this guy, some people didn't understand what I was talking about. Don't come and talk about people. But before I'm going to talk about him tonight, there's a particular message in UK here, in our former coordinators forum, that I defended this individual. I don't know who it is. But this is why I want to show it to everybody to see, is to clarify things because there's no prejudice. What we do here, we lay things to bear. And especially anything that has to do with IPOB, more especially when it concerns our Supreme Leader Nnamdi Kanu. There's nothing else. Our argument was very simple, that he must obey our leader. It doesn't matter where Onyendu is. They said that they didn't disobey Onyendu. But we play all those audio tonight for you to see. And before I go forward, I want to tell China Sanworu to know, because he's not invisible. He's a human being. His sister lives in Italy and his brother somewhere. What they did in Italy, we have it on audio. Because like I said, China Sanworu, this is like you see this program that I'm doing tonight. I just want you to realize that this program is already for you because he's not going to go back. You know, I tagged it. Everybody that's seen this program tonight, we see it. When I tagged it, it says episode 001, who sold Onyendu for $9 million, be the judge. Biafrans, I want you to open your ears and start thinking like a human being. Our leader cried and said that our people are, I'm going to play this audio before I say anything. I want you to listen to what our leader said. Listen to Onyendu, very important.
Our people are lame. They are weak. I am struggling to count how many men there are in Biafra land. There are no more men left. Weak, docile, and imbecilic. Weak. I don't know how we can take such people to war. I don't know how we can take men who are not men into battle and win. I am ashamed. Very, very ashamed. Nonetheless, we must preach this very gospel because man did not ask us to come. Chukwu in heaven mandated that we should come. If not, that I was called to do this very work. I will not speak to any of you anymore. But Chukwu Abiyama said this very gospel must be preached, and we must preach it. I have preached.
Yes. I think every one of you have listened to our leader's voice. Very, very important that we pay attention to this. This is not coincidence, but this is reality. Our leader knew, and he cried this cry for a reason. Some of you don't understand why our leader cried this cry. I want to tell China Sanwo-Olu tonight that wherever he might be, China Sanwo-Olu, we want you to tell Biafrans. I'm going to play some voices, some, episodes that you have told us who saw the Onyendu. But before I go forward, I want to lay a foundation to Biafrans and what has happened in IPOB and why we are and where we are today. The landslide that we've gotten from the same zoo government, they knew that what they did, the previous government, the jihadist himself, the dead Buhari and his hegemony, what they have done to our people, we're not backing down. But thank God, none of you knew that Onyendu onslaught in Afali was never filed in any court of law. Just like what the Ejimaka have just done. Because when IPOB was, when they ganged up and proscribed IPOB and backed it up with Operation Python Dance, we have a lawyer before the onslaught on 14th of September 2017. That case was not heard, was not filed in any court of law in the zoo. It was the same Ejimaka that went to UMEH and filed for Onyendu's fundamental right from his hometown. Like I said, I don't want to go into this tonight, but before I go forward, I want you to remember there was a memo that was given from Rita Eze-Isi, Madam Oyibo, and this particular memo was drafted by Ejiofor. Ejiofor has been the cankerworm that have ate IPOB. The guy have done so many things in IPOB, and even Bruce Fame. I'm gonna come to the next episode. I don't want to start unveiling, but I will unveil that particular memo for obvious reason. Let me unveil that memo for obvious reason. I will read a part of it quickly, and I will go forward because I don't want to waste too much time on this program, right? So I need to show you what I meant. Now, this is the second paragraph on this particular memo. This is the second paragraph. So I want you to pay attention, and it's very, very important. Now, this is the second paragraph, but I want you to see where everything started. This is a Ejiofor, because China Sanwo-Olu, Chike Doziem, the reason why you don't hear from Chike Doziem is because China Sanwo-Olu is faceless, it's pseudo. Assume presumably, but Chike Doziem is liable for whatever China Sanwo-Olu is doing, because there's nothing that he does that he's not aware. They're all into this together. So they are sending him because Chike Doziem knew if he said something, people are going to question it. But because people don't know who this guy is, unless one picture that is trending, but we know who he is. His sister lives in Italy. His family members are living in barrack in the zoo. Now, what I want to say to you is this. The genesis of all this problem, even Bruce Fame. I have Bruce Fame. The next time I'm going to come on air on this program, I'll read Bruce Fame. When Bruce Fame told Ejiofor to resign, that is not qualified to be Onyendu's lawyer. I have that press release, but I'm not going to read it tonight. Now, I want to show you where everything started. You see, I'm going to start from the D. You say account. You say, no, I'll stop there. I'll go from E. Say every fundraising activities must be approved by the head of finance and audit department until further notice. Rita Eze-Isi is deemed as the authorized representative and has the authority to manage all financial operations, sign, execute documents and contracts in the name of IPOB and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu without any further authorization for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Do you understand what that means? That's where they're written Onyendu off. Also, all document draft of of files must be sent to so-called BB or whatever they call it. Now, why I'm reading this is because I want you to remember, because some of you have forgotten about Ejiofor. I'm not here tonight for Ejiofor. We know what Ejiofor have done, but I just want to remind you. Now, I want to tell China Sanwo-Olu that I don't know who is advising you, but whoever is advising you, they must understand that as long as you have come out and tell us amount Onyendu was sold. Remember you said you didn't know about Onyendu. I'm going to play the audio here where you know you were the person talking to our leader the day Onyendu was actually kidnapped. But you guys, you are the first person that come to the to accuse Kanu and the rest of them. The same lawyer Jimako, I can't remember if it's a lawyer Jimako or Ejiofor himself, pull a memo from Onyendu saying that none of this individual was part of it. And you guys, I will read your own press release here. You know, the numerous one you guys have written. I'm going to read it here tonight as well. But before I go there, I want to tell China Sanwo-Olu, I want you, some of us remember that Tupac was shot after Michael Tyson fight in 1997. And after that, there was no arrest, but there's some arrests within FBI, but nobody was actually convicted for that murder. But the person that actually ordered Tupac killing, the guy had a plea with the FBI in Nevada. Now, there was a clause on it. 4 years ago, this guy started coming online talking about Tupac, giving evidence about how Tupac was murdered, and it has linked to P. Diddy. You know why I'm saying this? I want you to listen. Kifiki was the person that ordered Tupac murder, and now I have pointed finger to P. Diddy. Just like China Sanwo-Olu and Chike Doziem have to point finger on each other tomorrow. But because of what he said, now FBI have to go back and arrest him. I want to show you this video quickly to see. This is what this guy said, what he's been saying 4 years ago that made arrest after 27 years of murder of Tupac. Now the company, the man that ordered, or he was the person that took took the shot, but he is the man that is responsible for Tupac death. How did this come to light? Social media. He was granting interview in podcast, talking things that the FBI already know. China Sanwo-Olu, I want you to borrow a sense on this. But you know one thing, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is coming out. That's one thing I want you to know. All the things you have told DSS about Onyendu, our leader will come out. But I want us to watch this 1 minute video before I go forward on what I want to talk about.
Appreciate your cooperation, okay? We'll stand right here in front of the car. Yep, we're going to put it down. I know, hang on. Put that down. Okay, all right.
New body camera video of the arrest of Dwayne Keefe D. Davis, the man accused of ordering the murder of rapper Tupac Shakur.
I need to go water. We'll let you get it.
We're also getting a look at the evidence prosecutors showed the grand jury to indict Keefe D.
When I first shot it, hit big boy in the head. I thought he was dead. Like, damn, he's dead.
And a reporter who's covered Tupac's murder weighs.
Now, this is what his words on the social media that brought him to book. Now, let me proceed. Now, before I go forward, let's listen to Benjamin Imadubugu and the devil himself before I'm going to play their press release. I'm going to read their press release tonight. Because what we are talking about here, who sold Mazi Nnamdi Kanu for $9 million? Who told us this? There has many versions of those that sold Onyendu, but they are not telling us how to get Onyendu out because they are still, their agenda is that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu must die in DSS dungeon, nothing else. But now, thank God that this man has given us figure. He's giving us figure. Our argument was Onyendu's order must be obeyed at all times. And Onyendu is not worried about those that sold him. So we are laying foundation because this program is going to go, this is the 001, we're going to go different episode as it comes. There's so many evidence. China Sanwo-Olu, we have not talked about things you have said in the dark. But like I said, myself, I want China Sanwo-Olu, wherever you are, to understand that there's no prejudice. You see this particular thing I put up here, this is IPOB United Kingdom Coordinators Forum under Okachi. This is the forum we used under Okachi. This forum was forum we used under Okachi. Now, I want to show something here. You see this particular message is seen here. There was a time they said that our leader wife, they said, well, a lot of Ugochi Kanu and her 2 lovely sons continue to have financial needs. To the end, it was agreed that a monthly contribution of minimum of $30 be made by each family member in the IPOB Eastern region in USA. This was propaganda of Nelia Ofebu and co. But guess what? Who brought this particular stuff in our forum was the person they're projecting, one of Hanes and Debo. They call Chief Knights, who brought it in the forum. He then is a coordinator, and he brought this particular issue in the forum, and this is what he said, because they are the one trying to buy favor. This is what he wrote. He said, "This is to inform Biafrans, friends of Biafran and lovers of freedom. This is a forum that coordinators and around the world, but we just ourselves there that the wife of our leader did not in any given time authorize and request anybody." I understand it. Now, somebody picked up this particular issue. Yeah. And this is where I want to show you the person. The name of this person. I don't want to show the name of that person. Now, look at what the person wrote. He said, this criminal, China Sanwo-Olu, is beginning and the end of this latest text trending. It is not this woman. It is the same China Sanwo-Olu that is working with the zoo government to continue to keep Mazi Nnamdi kind of where he is today. This time around, then we are not understanding some of these individuals. Maybe they were this was need of favor. They were in because they knew what happened to Onyendu, and some of us was being careful what we said. This is somebody responding in the forum where this thing was posted. He said, "Who knows China Sanwo-Olu should seriously warn him to desist from his evil. Otherwise, the God of Biafra will consume him." Now, then I didn't know. This is my response to this particular message, right? And me and the person went off on each other. Right? We went off on each other very, 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 very severely. The person that brought this message never said a word. He didn't defend it. But guess what? I defended it because I believe that China Sanwo-Olu was a principal servant. And this is my response to this message. I said, these are people they have planted in UK through help of Forest Gate. Then Forest Gate was the outlaw we have in UK. And I told them in their face, and I said, the same 2015 script for the Rwanda and co. We knew all these things. Well, it is good thing that they are coming out gradually with their intention of their mission to destroy IPOB within. This thing happened in 2021 within IPOB. So I don't want to go further. I just want China Sanwo-Olu to know that people knew who they were. Those that have changed money and what China Sanwo-Olu have done in IPOB. I want to tell Biafrans, if we unveil what China Sanwo-Olu have done, home and abroad, it's mind-boggling. China Sanwo-Olu have killed so many Biafrans, home and abroad, because he's pseudo. Take my word for it, because whatever we say, we'll have evidence to back it up. Now, the reason why we come back again is that now we have a lead who sold Onyendu $9 million. Now, I want to play the voice of Benjamin Nnamdi, and including his own voice, before I will lead their former press release about that. Like I said, I'm not going to take time on this program because the episode, I will take it one at a time.
Simon Ebe mandate from Onyendu. Only since him go to Lord DSS that sponsor Simon Eba. Now Simon Igbo person involved in him area. 3 countries for him area. Also go to Lord UK, Nigeria, and the Kenya. This is the 3 countries in America. Also go no One Chepara. Malami, Abubakar Malami form. One group are not.
Now, Biafrans, you're listening. This is the version of Benjamin Nnamdi. Benjamin will tell Biafrans that Onyendu, because he went to see our leader. Ejiofor blocked this guy for over 8 months not to go and see Onyendu. When he actually allowed him, they pinned him in his office. He was saying this in his office. Ejiofor was behind him. But he didn't know when he told Biafrans that the Onyendu is angry with US. That ended the discussion. Our argument was the flouted Onyendu order. Some of all these errats, today all of them are confessing. But everything we have said have come to pass because we told them the day they desecrated Afariku Babe, that day they sowed the seed of discord, and their generation, none of this individual will live to see. Benjamin Imadubugu with his own, because he's among all these cabal. Benjamin Imadubugu Ponanchi Kelezem as leader of IPOB. Now, he now has confirmed that Onyendu said no Igbo man. This is his own version. Because they is covering up what they have done. How could Onyendu tell you that? There's no Igbo man. How could Awadi have said that to you? But today, somebody's telling us that Igbo people sold him for $9 million. The same people. Anyway, let's listen.
Putra, announce our bounty. Listen, long back concluded with that plan. That was when they concluded that plan to arrest him in Kenya, to kidnap him, not even arrest, to kidnap him. UK, Nigeria, and the Kenya, they people responsible for what happened to him. And they deceived Kenya. In the document they give to Kenya, they write it Nigerian citizen. They never mention British citizen in the document. That's why Kenya fall for them and help them to commit the crime against humanity on him. And in the private jet we brought on here. Also that private jet law, one CIA agent in that private jet.
You know, these people are giving. I want you to connect the dots. This is not what Onyendu will discuss with this clan. And even if Onyendu discusses this Onyendu wouldn't ask you to come and tell Biafran this. But you see this man, Benjamin Imadubugu are part of people that collected this money. Let me say this to you. Do you remember that the first ESN account in America, $747 that was not account. That account was closed. Madam Oyibo is on audio. I've done a program. Like I said, everything we do, we bring evidence with us. They share that money. They knew. Now, this concocted story that this guy is sitting here telling us now gives you the link of what China Sanwo-Olu had said. Because China Sanwo-Olu came out and praised them the same time that Benjamin Mogo is the only person that have gotten a message from Onyendu. So how come now? He said no Igbo man is involved for those that. So even mentioned the CIA. How would Onyendu tell you all these things and tell you to come and tell Biafrans? Because they're projecting that our leader will never make it alive. I want him to continue.
The name of the private jet is Phoenix. Phoenix is the name of the private jet. The name is like the private jet. Only we have going to bani. Only waki at the Himmer Only do. All your son going today. Only go. My politician, my businessman.
I think he had it. I will still read the memo they wrote and they mention people's name. Then after they call them at the back and give them money, they will come and denounce them. Listen to me, fellow comrades. Like I said, I want you to be the judge of this particular issue because we are not going to fold our hands and watch this man continue to drag our leader to the mud. The same thing they did in 2015, they thought Onyendu will not come out alive. The same thing they are doing. Nothing changed. Let's go.
They involved in him and kidnap them on like Kenya. Oh, just since you know. Also, I'm going to have a bit of Candibo. Only Bundibo. Also, Mujono. Oh, my,
Nnamdi Kanu on several occasions have asked him to come and see him in the BSS dungeon, which we have tried on many occasions and failed. But, Chukwukabiyama is great. Last month when we asked...
Yeah, this is the same devilish guy that said the Onyendu was sold for 9 million. But he heard Benjamin Imadubugu saying that no Igbo politician, no Igbo person that involved that those that sold Onyendu, which they are the sole one claiming they are the leadership, you know. So they had a meeting. Like I said, they don't know that whatever they say, I will take account of it. But I said it's true. Every Biafran, this is not about, we have to keep this burning because somebody has to be. If Arjuna will be a blessing to this individual's name in Biafra land, subsequently, the same China Sanwo, faceless animal, now glorify Benjamin Imadibu because they're confining him. I don't need to play his broadcast because it doesn't make any sense. But the evidence, anytime he come on Radio Biafra, he must surely drop one evidence, a confession that he didn't even know what he confessed them. Because he will be, probably after he be taking a lot of drug, then nobody sees him. He can't see, like I'm talking to you now, you can look at me if I'm lying in my eyes, you can see me here, I'm not hiding. Now, the same person talking, listen to him.
Asked him to come also. He went there, he could not see him. But so God, with infinite mercy, last Thursday, he went there and he was able to meet Nnamdi Kanu. And we realize also for the fact that there is nobody from the leadership who goes directly or who can be able to communicate to Nnamdi Kanu, that people took that opportunity to blackmail IPOB leadership. They took that opportunity to...
The main thing is that this guy used blackmail over time, and that is what he specializes on. So because nobody on this earth will be pointing finger if he has not done anything. You point one finger, three is pointing at you, but you can hear how he's blabbing. But the contradiction there is that there's so many versions of those that sold Onyendu. Benjamin Mbole say no Igbo man, no politician is involved. Not to talk about Onyendu. But he's the same person telling us that the people that sold Onyendu, after they have brought names, forgotten they give us a list of names. After they find your back, call them and give them money. After UMEH, I will read it here before I go. Because like I said, another 20 minutes, I'm going to close this program because Mazi is going to be coming on Biafra Radio and you'll have to listen to him this evening. But I want you to pay attention, please.
Blackmail. Everybody they think that will be a hindrance for them to be able to hijack the struggle. That was what has been happening for 2 years. Because I could remember the day Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped. Everything was in order. We were communicating, like I said, I continue to say it, I was communicating with him on that particular day until he told.
I think everybody had it. He was communicating with Onyendu on that particular day. Everything was fine. Let me tell you anybody that is lying. Kanu Kanu is Onyendu's younger brother and a hardcore IPOB. If Kanu Kanu is wanting, people like us will not speak to Kanu Kanu. Kanu Kanu granted interview to this guy, this drug addict in South Africa, openly, and he sworn. Even when they asked him about who sold Onyendu, he said he don't know. Our leader is still alive. But this guy came and said that Kanu Kanu told them. They called Kanu Kanu meeting, according to them, asked him what happened to Onyendu. But all of them knew. Even they had meeting with our leader that same day because Madam Oyibo and co. All of them was communicating with our leader. He just said it with his own mouth that everything was fine. That he was communicating with Onyendu until Onyendu communication cut off. He knew that your leader, he couldn't get your leader the next day, the second day, he didn't raise alarm. So who is going to raise alarm? In this broadcast he made last, he said that he sent somebody to Kenya and the person was killed in Kenya. Who is this person that was killed in Kenya? Just like Akbarawa Mende, the young Cindy Peters, the useless Cindy Peters is here in Nottingham. They brought her into the United Kingdom to compensate her of murdering our people in our back. But we'll get there. But China Sanwo said that he was communicating with our leader on the day Onyendu was kidnapped. This is him that I didn't say it. He's the one that said. I want you to listen to this one before I will cut him off.
Told me, okay, I will get back to you. And that was the last day. And suddenly, we were communicating, like I said, I continue to say it, I was communicating with him on that particular day until he told me, okay, I will get back to you. And that was the last day. And suddenly,
Now, like I said, now it's fine that we have had that. And I want you to listen to this.
Of Israel, and they will deceive on you, and you won't defend yourself. But today, most of you now are reasoning. You are becoming critical. Will be in the north, talking rubbish. Jesus said, Israeli God of Israel, and they will deceive on you, and you won't.
I want to let Biafrans understand how I said this before. Some people didn't understand when I was after China Sanwo-Olu. China Sanwo-Olu have a pathological hatred to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and his household. You know, that's what they call hatred. He has a pathological hatred to Onyendu and his entire household. This guy is mocking Israel. Some of you did not know that China Sanwo-Olu, positioned in IPOB, is Middle East rep. And Israel is under Middle East. Under him, Israel was divided into two. This position in IPOB is Middle East rep. He have not done anything. Ask yourself, what is this guy doing in Saudi Arabia, in Kuwait? But anything that concerns our leader, every single one of us knew that Onyendu, in 2018, when Onyendu surfaced after they escaped the onslaught in Afalekubek in Israel, there was a national television interview. Even before then, this mandate of Onyendu restoring Biafra was given to him in Israel when he went to pray. It's on record. Now, Onyendu said in Biafra, if you want to worship a dog, it's entirely up to you. You know, Asad Okubo came out openly as a Muslim. This particular guy they call China Sanwo-Olu, these are people that live in Arab country. These are people that hold allegiance to the Arab people, to the Islam itself. Now, they did not say anything. Israel is our natural ally. And Onyendu have proclaimed openly that Israel is the only nation that have come to his aid. So it doesn't matter how anybody feel. Today, America is taking stand with Israel not because of other. There's some people oppose it in their homeland, but they stand because it's the national interest. It is not about me or you. It is about national interest. That Israel is for the national interest of Biafra. It might not know, because some of you are shouting on social media, we need to have an ally. It's not something, we are not a sovereignty yet. We lost our sovereignty because of this cowardice that you people are demonstrating. And now you're mocking our leader and mocking Israel at the same time. After what happened in Israel have never happened anywhere. Because if this kind of attack comes to our own land, they're going to wipe us out. If they attack us the way they attack Israel, then we are off. You have the temerity. If you don't know what to say, you shut your stinking mouth. You are asylum. Onyendu make it open, even including UK. We don't want asylum. We want to go home. You give an excuse that Israel never give us asylum. Did the Kuwait give you asylum? You moron. Because it has to do with the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Man, the generation again, man. He will never be well with you and your household. He mock our people and mock our people in the watcher. Everything is spite on everything our leader have done. What this guy has done, I said, I will unveil every secret, everything you done on the ground will have them, including Italy. All your conversation will have them. Like I said, this is a 001. I will go in depth on you. It's not about shouting. It's evident. Because we are building all this evidence for tomorrow. All of you are going to bump up together for what you have done. You sold our leader for 9 million, and you guys think you're going to die. But guess what? He's still alive. And he will join us very soon. Listen to him.
Defend yourself. But today, most of you now are reasoning. You are becoming critical thinkers. You now consider yourself. You become conscious of who you are. Who will come to defend you? During the Trump campaign, most of you, out of emotion, you were sent out.
Did you see how he's fighting on our people? He said out of emotion. It was an order. And all this thing is that what put IPOB in a lamplight. You want Trump to come open and talking about as who? What have you done? What are we giving in? How can any nation in the world want to speak to individuals. This attitude you people have demonstrated in this course of 27 months our leader went to prison. Tell me one country, because when you go to this country, they'll ask you a question. Like I'm talking to you, you don't know what social media is. There's nothing that happened in American politics I don't know, I'm not aware of, including Russia. Because social media is there to tell you everything. They will ask you a question. If somebody asks you a question, but I think that your boss is still in prison, but you're going contrary to his wishes and words, what would you say to that person? How would you think they're going to trust you? Which country? Russia. I lived in Russia. Benjamin Nnamdi was not in Russia when I was in Russia. I studied in Russia. And we were large in Russia in the 90s. Go and ask questions. They will tell you. There are people that come later part. Contact in Russia, you're wasting your time. Russia don't have time for you. Abizian Bled. They don't have time for you. You optic bioman. You did a whole bled. You don't know. I lived there. I went to school in Russia. Just the air bled. Go and ask questions, they will tell you. Right? They don't have time for idiots like you. He's smelling Russia. What will Russia do with you? You can't keep up a common secret. You can't follow common instruction. Do you know how Russian people behave? Ask anybody that live in Russia. Russia has the most. Italians, they say they have mafia. When they come to Russia, every single person is a boss on his own corner. That's what makes Russia the most dangerous place in the world to live. But they are calm as well. I want you to listen, please. Very important.
Some of you are still in the prison in Incorruptible today. 4 days, Trump was in power. He never talk about you people. He never think about all those who were protesting. Even when a video came online about our people supporting him, he said these are Nigerian Christians. But knowing quite well they were Biafrans. That is why I continue to preach that the time for emotions happening around our leader today is not a child of circumstance. Anything happening around our leader.
Did you hear him? That anything that happened around our leader is not a child of circumstance. I don't even understand. Some of you understand the word this guy is using. So whatever happened to Onyendu is Onyendu's making. Let me say this to you. Let me repeat again. What happened to Onyendu? Onyendu actually caused what happens to him. That's what he's telling you. I have some audios where you blame our leader blatantly. Conversations, we have all these things. But we have kept quiet for a long time. We try to see if these people can gain sense. But as like I said, we take it one after another, just to keep because this particular information must be kept intact. Because our leader will come out very soon.
Today, for us, the IPOB leadership, for the intelligence team, what we are gathering, it is a long time plan. And the one Nnamdi Kanu was revision. Let me put it. The stupidity of Onyendu siblings and some of the lawyers, they hold Onyendu and nobody raised alarm. It was.
He said they hold Onyendu, nobody raised alarm. But you just heard the guy said he was talking to our leader the day Onyendu was kidnapped. He was the person that knew when Onyendu was kidnapped. Did you raise alarm? Let's, Biafrans, ask China Sanwo-Olu and Chike Doziem. China Sanwo-Olu said that the day Onyendu was kidnapped, that both of them were talking on the phone until Onyendu told him, bye-bye, that they will talk later. Did he raise alarm till today? The answer is no. But he's blaming his siblings and calling names of people that they want to victimize, to blackmail. But forgetting what he have said before. Before now.
A testing ground. They know, yes, those who were aware. Kalonta cannot say he did not know. The secretary of Onyendu cannot say she did not know. But the mother, they all knew. The cannot say she don't know. Many of them knew. They knew. Wasn't Nnamdi Kanu was being adopted, $1 million. It was around $9 million. They would have brought Mazi Nnamdi earlier, but because the money was not complete, they insisted.
Are you listening? They adopted Mazi Nnamdi for $9 million, and he's giving you details. Negotiator. He's the person that negotiated this money. Because listen to me. Do you know what baffles me? The buffoon they call Jonathan, one of the idiots, this faceless animal that they're still in Radio Biafra today, a dead radio that is doesn't serve anything. You that are coming out every day to question the Western world, that our people are useless. You call yourself an anchor, even if you're so daft as if you're stuck illiterate. Somebody told you in your face that your leader was sold 9 million, giving you details. You didn't ask him, how did this happen? Please, who are these people? Because he was telling you that the money was not complete. The money wasn't incomplete. So all this weekend, I mean, if you think he mentioned weekend, I will know. That means if weekend, who lead? Someone lead them to Onyendu. And you are the person talking to our leader on phone before he was kidnapped. Giving us detail about how the money transaction was went. All we need to do for us is, like I said, my brother, you see, I had a story one time. That was a country I went to. Someone stole my stuff. And when I came, because there was insurrection there, and they told me that my things has been stolen. I know my things was hidden, very expensive back in the days. So I asked them, who actually said this? They told me one old man. So they thought when they told me the old man, I would just say, okay. I said, you person that you are the primary suspect, and go and get my stuff for me. At the end of the day, that man was the person that was responsible. You have said so many versions of those that sold onion. Even they have a president from Yama Powerful, which I'm going to leave a chunk of it before I end this program. But as you can hear him now, what he's saying is giving details of how the money transaction. Now, this is not something you will say verbally and get away with, because already you have given us lead to those that sold our leader. You are the primary negotiator. China Sanworu and Chike Doziem, these are the enemy at the gate. One thing that gives me joy is that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu knew. That is why he urged me and you. Second to the last of his brokers before he was rendition, he said that he urged us to go and watch the enemy at the gate. And I indulge you tonight again, because our people are docile and imbecilic. Go and watch the movie, The Enemy at the Gate. Then you understand the role these individuals play. The double standard we have, number one person was Ifeanyi Ejiofor that denied the man that sent him to school, which is Andy Uba of Orifite. The guy was planted, a criminal of his own. Now, they all involved. Now, Benjamin man will say that no Igbo man was involved. The plane, which they know, they mentioned Ifeanyi Uba. They mentioned Ifeanyi Uba of Newi. Before his project bet was what they use. Now they try to divert attention but now Chinasa would have implicated all of them, because what Benjamin Imadubu said is contrary to what Chinasa is saying. Have you sat down and asked yourself question? And they brought the first press release, mention people name. I'm going to read the second one, which they publish on national newspaper in the zoo, trying to bamboozle everybody to cover up their evil deed against our leader. But we say no to it. The reason why this program will go forward, this who sold Mazi Nnamdi for 5 million, a person will go to up to 100 if he chooses to be so. Because every broadcast we have made is there for you to go. We don't delete them. They have deleted everything they've said, they're deleting them. Because these things are evident, which you can never take away. In its eternity. Now, let's finish listening to this before I read that chunk of that particular memo they wrote before I close this program.
To have money for them. And at that time, these people were snapping Mazi Nnamdi on where they kidnapped him, and they were sending them. They have the pictures. Yes, on they all have those, because they were sending.
This is a the guy was confessing. He mentioning the politician's name. Now, Benjamin Imanabu just told you. Wike is not an Igbo man. Hobusadem is not an Igbo man. But Benjamin Imanabu, which he praised, that went to see Onyen, have told you, no Igbo man. Their hand is there. But they were sending picture, which we have had this before. We have had this before. They were, when they kidnapped Onyendu, when they were molesting our leader, we are sending picture to all of them. They had that picture. That text, they all have it. They knew what happened to our leader. That's why you see they were giving all this Iraq money, including this idiot girl that lives in, one thing I will tell you in this month, you see, anybody that is an informant in America, once the Secret Service or ABI have used you, or police even himself, two things is involved. It's either you change your identity or they will take your life. Those people that were with mother, with a nearly or favor from the beginning that collected money, that are telling you that, oh, they didn't know. They brought them because they wanted something. These are people looking for survival of the fittest. Those are looking for paper. But they are the most dangerous human being because these people when you say once you're out, you are out. Once you're out, in IPOB we don't pardon. Once you're out, you are out. But if you want to come back, you will go and queue from the back. That is how we operate. I want this to finish. I think I have another 10 minutes to close this program before Mazi, Baristono have take over from me on radio, on Biafra radio, please.
Them for them to complete the money that they have gotten Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I am telling you, and I'm going to stop there. But I want for the siblings of Onyendu to stop blackmailing people. They knew what happened.
Now, Onyendu's siblings is mentioned is Meme don't have time. Meme is very busy. Catering for Onyendu in the zoo. Kanu for one day has never. I challenge anybody to come out and say Kanu have accused anybody of selling our leader. The problem China Sabon had with Kanu was when they held the first meeting they held, he suggested that Kanu become the leader. Kanu looked at him and said, "Are you a moron?" Then they were fighting themselves before now. Nelo Febu projected Simon Ekpa, then all hell get loose because they were working with Simon Ekpa. I have tweets, like I said, was this program go will be unveiling things, but we want to start it in a very soft manner, just as it is now. Every Biafran, this is not about saga. Those women that have asked questions, and politely I answered them because I never said that these people didn't do anything because I was not sure. But I will not say what I'm not sure because I'm under oath. Because I knew some of you are toying with the oath we took, but I feel sorry for you. Let's listen, please. I got a couple minutes to go, another 9 minutes.
And the GSS knew they knew. The Igbo politicians know they knew. But they were trying to deceive Biafrans. Shouting, DOS sold Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Them and
anywhere, never a time Canon Takano or anybody, the people that are saying DOS so Canon Takano, they are right. Because you just confirm it to them. We owe those people apology. We owe them like an unreserved apology. And I remember some of the women in my zone, and me and them have no grudges. Some of them, I call them on phone. I don't care what they do with their money, because their primary agenda was to destroy IPOB destroy our finance and hijack our radio, which is what they did. But Chukwuka my heaven is not sleeping. Now, I want to read the second press release they released about those that sold our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. For avoidance of doubt. Let me share that with you. Very important. Now, I'm going to lead a chunk of this just to, to clarify some obvious doubts. As you're looking at this here, this is the press release on This was on July 24th, 2021, right? And the title is IPOB Absolves Governor Obiano, Uncover More Traitors Individual in Nnamdi Kanu's rearrest. IPOB absolves Obiano, uncover the same thing. So you see the logo there. This is the official. This press release was on 21st of July 2021, and it was this is the Eastern Pilot IPOB press release. Now, I'm not gonna read all of them. I just wanna start it and then I'll go on the names where they're mentioned. They say through in-depth investigation and intelligence gatherings, we, the indigenous people of Biafra, in bracket IPOB, have uncovered more Biafran traitors involved in the betrayal of our leader, Mazi Kanu, and his subsequent abduction and extraordinary rendition from Kenya to Nigeria. These saboteurs colluded with the federal government to perpetrate this heinous crime, they said. Now, just as we promised, after we released the first list of these traitors, as you remember, this is the second time, and they did not know those that sold our leader. We will conduct further investigation to unveil other corroborators. Our investigation had revealed the involvement of the following individual: Senator Chris Ngige, the Supreme Court Administrator of Imo State, Senator Hope Uzodinma, Professor Chukwuma Soludo, Governor of Chukwuma. In his name was mentioned those that sold Onyendu. Remember that after this press release, the letter with Soludo came out and said they are emphatically working with IPOB because they were blackmailing the Southeastern governors. The same thing they are accusing our leaders' siblings. When they blackmail them, they will call them in the back and give them money. Soludo was working with IPOB, but the African rep was not aware or have any meeting with Soludo because Onyendu made it open that Onyendu does not go to any country without consulting the national coordinator, let alone talk about the rep of that country. Because I remember when we have issue in UK here, Onyendu contacted us in Aban to hold their meeting. Soludo and other businessmen, which they just told us that no businessman, no Igbo man. That is the message that the one they call Benjamin Imadibu brought. I think you've seen here, and Imo States, who contributed immensely for the job well done handling them. Recall that in our earlier release on this, we noted that we will still investigate the level of Ngige involved in this abominable act, and our in-depth investigation have proved he cooperated in the act. Other people involved will soon be published to the public. Our intelligence units are still working to unveil them. Some Igbo businessmen and women who were involved in the abominable act in Anambra and Imo State will soon be exposed to the public. We have not had any name other than what this idiot is telling you today. Now, he go forward to say, we do not act based on rumor. They do not act based on rumor. But you have just mentioned people name. No. Hold on a second. I'm going further. He said, we, however, wish to absolve Governor Willie Obiano. Then Obiano have given them money. Money have changed hand here for any involvement in the act. Contrary to our earlier statement, based on the primary investigation made by who? Governor Willie Obiano. The African rep was not aware of all this buncon. Was found to be innocent after our intelligence unit conduct further investigation on him, because this individual was being blackmailed and they were giving them money from behind. We regret any harm our earlier statement might have caused him. We do not act based on rumor or mere propaganda. Senator Sir Victor Ume is innocent of the accusation against him. The voice note going viral where they mention Victor Ume is not true. And our people should disregard it. This is how they will ping pong with us. Voice message again against him. Anybody involving such abominable act should desist from such and repent, because IPOB, we get him or her. We are responsible for this cowardly act. We responsible enough to admit our error anytime, any day. We apologize to Governor Obiano and Victor Ume. I hope every single one of you listen. And finally, say, meanwhile, the following individual, based on our in-depth investigation so far, play a key role in the betrayal of our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They not only betray him, but contributed funds to sponsor his extraordinary rendition to Nigeria. They concluded a makeover for Governor Yose Nwike, Chris Ngige, Imo State's administrative Hope Uzodinma, and Professor Chukwu Masirudo mentioned again. This is on July 21st, 2021. They decided to trap our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, because of their political and commercial interests, which they considered above overall good and emancipation of Biafrans. My fellow comrades and lovers of freedom, the reason why I'm reading, like I said, I'm going to call this program short because the barrister himself is coming in after me. Now, I want you to be the judge. This is the episode 001. Who sold Mazi Nnamdi Kanu $9 million? Remember where we stopped today, because I will go every single time and come on air. The evidence we'll give you here is next to none, because we don't just wake up one morning and start talking. I just read you the press release they released on July 24th, 2021, about those that sold Onyendu. They mentioned name. They were mentioning politicians. They brought list of people. When they call them at the back and give them money, they will come and tell you that, oh, our people need to wake up from their slumber. We don't need to far-fetch. Our leader is not in haste to come out from DSS dungeon. If you want to come out tonight, he'll come out. He's showing his own freedom. He knows that, because he knows the price to pay to get freedom. That is why no country will ever listen to any of you, because they know you guys are jokers. But like I said, who sold Mazi Nnamdi Kanu for $9 million? This is the question. Every genuine Biafran should man up and ask all these monsters that are perpetrating, they're galvanizing themselves as their freedom fighters. And like I said, my time is up, and I thank every single one of you that have taken your time this evening to listen to me. I want you to endeavor to share this program, because this is the beginning of it. Who sold Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? This episode 001. And I want you to be the judge for what you have heard. Do not just go back, because they have given us the evidence of those that sold our leader. But subsequently, all we are telling them is that the Biafra land has forsaken all of them. It's just a matter of time. May IKECHUKWU guide and protect every single one of us, those that are still standing with clean hearts. And may IKECHUKWU continue to guide and protect our leader and entire household until Biafra is restored. Thank you for listening to me. And my names are still Mazi George Chukwuma. Thank you for listening for me. I'm signing out from here, United Kingdom. Thank you. Good night.
ọnụ na-ekwu na mmadụ abụrụ Chukwu onye si na ya bụ chi ya mekanibo ji bụrụ Chukwu onye si na ya bụ chi Emekani Bojibulu Chuku, Makan even no was in a chiadima, even no was in a chiadima, even no was in a chiadima, even no was in a chiadima.